Good morning, guys. René Bruun back in Costa de Guise. Welcome to my favourite spot in Lanzarote. This is about 20 minutes north of the airport. It's a quiet sea resort. Nice and quiet area. No loud clubs or noisy bars. Most stuff finishes up about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's a beautiful quiet area. Lovely sandy beaches. A few minutes away from the National Aquarium and a few minutes away from Jabilio. I think I pronounced that right. Jabilio Beach, which is a natural lagoon. When the tide goes out, all the tropical fish are trapped in the lagoon and you can go swimming with them very close up. You'll see that later in the video. Anyhow, I'm here taking photos as usual. Hopefully this time I'm going to try to go a bit more René style, a bit more architecture and a bit of street rather than holiday snaps. Although with the lovely sun you get around here in sunsets, there'll obviously be a few colour images as well, which you don't normally do. So that's it for the moment. I'm going to get the drone up and let you see what it's like here at sunrise. Sunrise is due in about 15 minutes. It appears to be a bit of a mist, but we'll see what we get anyway. So sit back, relax and enjoy. If it's your first time watching these videos, make sure you hit a like. That does help the channel out. And if you really like them, subscribe. Thank you for watching and enjoy Costa de Guise. So, behind me we have a famous sculpture from the island's foremost artist, Cesar Manrique. This is at the end of the pier in Costa de Guise, along the main walkway. And a lot of people have photographed this particular sculpture. It's very nice. If you remember one of my old drone videos from here, I had the drone fly through the actual sculpture backwards. So you have this beautiful opening shot of sunrise, and then all of a sudden these two pillars come up the structure and you're kind of surprised because you weren't expecting it and you didn't see it. But what I'm going to say, for example, today is a lot of people would come along and they would have their cameras, they'd have their cameras and they'd come along and they'd be like, click, 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 click. I need up top shot, which I will get, it's a nice one, but you have all this wide open space here. All this wide open space, which is useless in a photograph unless it's being used for copy or something like that, if you're using it for news media. So I am going to make a point of going back quite a bit here behind these two huge volcanic rocks that are lying on the pier here to stop anyone parking, and use them as the base of the shot instead, and have the sculptures behind it kind of layered so they look like they're actually coming up out of the rocks. So let me show you what I'm going to do now. I also have a bit of a lisp at the moment, as you can hear. I bit my tongue last night. Far too many beers put you on holiday, so you got to do what you got to do.
Photographer juice!
Hopefully I'm back in shot. I'm not too close with my head missing. So these are the rocks I was talking about. So switch the camera on. And I'm going to crouch down a bit. Yeah, that looks way better. Now, albeit the sculpture is smaller in the shot, but I'll show you the difference of what they will look like. Again, I'm shooting into direct light, so there will be a lot of shadow here in the foreground. But I will come up and what I'll do is I'll insert the images here, the difference between the two photographs I took, and hopefully that'll give you an idea. Sometimes the only zoom you need is your feet. Even though this is a fixed 28mm lens, you just walk around till you get the shot you want. Robert's your father's brother, aka Bob's your uncle. Just walking around here, guys, just off the main square. In case you haven't seen my video earlier on my post, I was supposed to cycle into the capital city, but the Kalima's in the air again at the moment. That's like a Saharan sand. So what happens is it gets into your lungs, and last time I had that here, I ended up being hospitalized because it was just so heavy, very hard to breathe. And I'm not going to go cycling for 3 or 4 hours in 31 degrees heat and all that crap as well. So hopefully I'll get some more local shots, keep you updated. So René here, I made it to the capital city, Recife, for a bit of photography. It's quite hot and there is the Kalima going on here at the moment. I'm in a little cafe having breakfast, which consists of a bit of popcorn and a local grande cerveza. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know, when in Rome. So hopefully going around getting some nice street photographs. I got a picture of a nice African fella. I don't know if you call I don't know what to call people these days. Sometimes he's not a local Canarian lad, African, Congolese, whatever. He's walking down the street in all his red gear, all his bling bling and all that stuff. He looked pretty cool, but I don't think he understood too well what I meant when I was trying to get a portrait. I was trying to get a shot of him against all the graffiti, but he insisted getting a shot of him by the beach in the background. So I don't know. Then he started showing me his bling bling and his tattoos of AK-47s and stuff. So, bit of a crazy guy. But yeah, so got in here about 20 minutes ago. As soon as I stopped cycling, roasting. It's absolutely roasting here. I got a couple of nice shots on the way in, and soon I'm going to take you around the capital city. A bit of a walk out in the sun, and we get some photos and video. So, all good.
Cancelados en el aeropuerto de Lanzarote debido a una nave desconocida sobre el aeropuerto.
La autoridad aeroportuaria desconoce la naturaleza de la nave y las autoridades están investigando.
Are you getting this?
Subscribe to René Bruun Official.